Sunday evenings, people gather in Dresden to demonstrate against what they decry as the Islamization of the West. They've been doing so for 2 years now. Ludwig Rehnold comes almost every week to observe and to tweet. He and his colleagues post on Twitter under the name Straßengeschwätze, in English, street coverage.
What we can do is create an awareness of what really goes on here under the guise of civilized society. What people actually say here and how much hatred of foreigners there really is in this movement. We document that and publish it.
On this one evening, Ludwig Rehnold issues 22 tweets. Street coverage has 17,000 followers. The potential for violence at these demonstrations shouldn't be underestimated. The target this time is Chancellor Angela Merkel. By now, Ludwig Rehnold is well known here. The fact that we're filming the demonstration evidently doesn't bother the man on the right. He's come over to caution Rehnold not to cause any more trouble. Rehnold denies he's ever made trouble. But this man says many of the demonstrators know Rehnold and his political position and react allergically to him. He suggests this alone might be cause for trouble. The outfit that organizes these rallies is known as PEGIDA. The percentage of neo-Nazis is higher in Saxony than in any other German state. PEGIDA reflects and perhaps bolsters the extreme right there. The contrast is stark. Much of Dresden is spectacularly beautiful. Against this elegant backdrop, racism and right-wing extremism are evidently flourishing. Its representatives claim that there are too many foreigners and that they're a bad thing. In fact, just 6% of Dresden's residents are foreign nationals.
Each year, almost 2 million tourists are visiting Dresden to see the sights. The accusation that its inhabitants are hostile to foreigners are very bad for the city and its image.
Last week saw bomb attacks on a mosque and a conference centre in Dresden. Nobody was injured. The police are working on the assumption that the motive was xenophobia. Ludwig Rehnold went to the mosque after the attack and talked to members of the Muslim community.
I've
lived here in Dresden for 20 years and have never experienced anything like it. Dresden is such a beautiful city. Why would some people want to spoil things? This is unprecedented, and I don't want to see anything like it happen again.
Rehnold reported both on what happened and on people's reactions.
Something like this had been brewing for a while. We don't yet know who carried out the attacks. The obvious assumption is that it was anti-foreigner. The potential is certainly there. So it's not a surprise that something like this has happened.
There's another side to Dresden, cosmopolitan, creative, welcoming. The Staatsschauspiel State Theatre hosts a cafe every Monday for locals and refugees, with a range of activities including theatre workshops, a women's cafe, a programme for children, talks and discussions.
It's important for us as a theatre to take a stand and say, there are values we believe in and we want to live by, together, actively, at the Monday Cafe and out in the community.
And many ordinary citizens of Dresden take part in the Monday Cafe. Up to 300 people come over the course of this evening.
People here admit that hostility to foreigners is a problem in the eastern parts of Germany. But now people opposed to that right-wing rhetoric are growing more assertive. They say we're in the majority, we just have to learn how to speak up.
The Monday Cafe is really catching on. May I ask why you're here today?
Because I dislike xenophobia. I enjoy playing with the people here. It's wonderful.
Playing games to overcome hostility. Sometimes life can be so simple.